My favorite team is the Boston Red Sox. Growing up, that was actually the first MLB game I went to, was a Cardinals game in Old Busch Stadium. Sorry, I didn't stick with it. In 8th grade, I went to Boston. I hate admitting this, but it was for a Scrabble tournament, and placed 15th in that. But back to baseball and Boston. That was really the first game that I absolutely loved, like watching the whole experience going into the old stadium. Fenway Park is awesome, by the way. If you ever get a chance, I'd advise going. The whole atmosphere, and then like when I got here, I realized like, wow, Boo Ferris, like, I knew he played in the pros. I knew he was like really good, but it didn't really hit me. I was like, dang, like he played for the Red Sox. Like, that's the team I love. That's awesome. Played with Ted Williams. Nobody knows who he is, right? But Boston, I don't know about the city, but the team, good to go. Scrabble. Swallow my pride for a minute. Scrabble started, again, in 8th grade. So I guess that was my highlight of my life so far. No, I'm kidding. I started with my buddy Jordan Pierce, who's now a musician. It was a morning, I think it was every Thursday morning, we went and played Scrabble in one of the classrooms, and the best, I think it was 10 people, two per team, got to go on this little trip to Boston, huge Scrabble tournament, like nerdy as it sounds, like might as well go to a Harry Potter convention or something, Twilight, whatever. I hate that. So we made it to, I guess it would have been like 2 or 3 rounds, and we made it to like 15th place. Pretty good. I was more of a scorekeeper, really, because most of my friends probably are like, that's false. So it's fun. I have one sister. She is a nurse at St. Jude, for all you tri-delts out there. You probably like that. She's been working there for a few years now, and I have a little brother. He's 17. He's a junior in high school, and he's playing football, and he runs track. He's probably faster than me, but probably shouldn't admit that. How old was I when I first started baseball? I believe what my dad tells me is I was 4. He's the one who taught me how to catch the ball, how to turn my glove and all that sort of stuff. Other sports I played. Growing up, soccer, basketball, wasn't ever good at those. Then when I got into middle school, that's when I started playing football, was 6th grade. Started playing there. Believe it or not, I was a offensive left tackle. That's what I started at. Yeah, I was way undersized. Anyway, did that, baseball and football through high school. I steered myself towards baseball mainly because that, like I said before, is still undersized for football, and I just didn't have the passion I did for baseball. It wasn't the same. It didn't compare at all. It was really eye-opening to see that I could actually go to the next level. It was, as of fairly late, I would say, into my senior year, midway through, even further than that. Just seeing, when I stepped back from it and kind of focused on everyone else, I kind of saw that, I don't want to brag or sound arrogant. I just had a little more than most of the guys I played with. And at that point, it was kind of evident that, we might be able to do this for a little bit longer. I first learned about Del State through my 8th grade baseball coach. He played baseball here, 90s, 80s, somewhere in there, for 2 years. And his dad and he know Coach Kennison and the program very well, so they recommended me here. Took a visit and been here for the last 3.5 years. Good characteristics for a teammate. One, they have to sacrifice, because you would want, your buddy not right next to you working harder than you are to push yourself. Trustworthy, know that he's going to do the right thing, and vice versa. I'm going to do the right thing for him and the team. I do not have any pregame rituals. I kind of just do my own thing. I don't really have any rituals like do my bat and glove 7 times or jump over the line 3-4 times and then touch my belly button and say Pledge of Allegiance or something like that. But for the team, there's some pregame rituals that we do. We always warm up, then we go run. Other than that, not too many. My major is sports management. A lot of people ask me that question now that I'm getting closer to graduation. My answer to you is I probably won't do anything with that. I'll probably go work for my dad in the warehousing business. I've traveled mostly for baseball. Most recently, I went to Green Bay, Wisconsin for the Vikings-Packers game. That was pretty fun. The wind chill, I think, was 19 degrees, maybe lower. And it ended in a tie, so that pretty much made it miserable. Switzerland. I would go to Switzerland if I had to go somewhere else. That was the first thing that popped into my head. No. Let's see. I would probably go to somewhere, probably England. It's definitely somewhere in England. I don't know. I want to figure out how that culture is and how that works. Seems pretty cool. It's a lot slower pace than here. My favorite type of music is probably rock. Any sort of rock. I don't know. I listen to pretty much both spectrums. You can go from heavy metal to like soft rock, like from the 70s, classic stuff like that. My favorite movies would have to be, oh boy, Tommy Boy. I mean, if you haven't seen Tommy Boy, there's something wrong with you. My favorite professional athlete, cliche, it's Dustin Pedroia. He's a, second baseman for the Boston Red Sox. He's a small guy like me, so it's encouraging to see other smaller stature guys make it that far. Jonathan Andrews, baseball, shortstop, number 6, senior, Germantown, Tennessee, student, athlete, Statesman, United in green.